Now, may I now request Mr. Srinivas Ganji, Director, Mrs. Arcades, Hyderabad. You can probably continue.
Yeah. I hope I'm audible. Thank you. I was actually very fascinated by the goal set by the Honorable Chief Minister in terms of moving from the current 15 times the current economy, and that actually requires huge infrastructure changes, upgradations, and the new infrastructure which actually we have also seen from the other experts presented in terms of what actually has been being planned to actually reach that level. And what I want to stress here is the need for very strong digital backbone or the technology foundation for completely managing this asset life cycle for this infrastructure, and also to sustain this infrastructure, and also to have these operations well maintained and then well serviced for actual outcomes. And then I would like to actually propose the 5 layered approach, where the first layer would be to have all eyes and ears of the infrastructure in terms of having the CCTVs, having the dash cams on the existing resources like the public transportation vehicles, garbage vehicles, or actually any other source that actually we can connect with, and then have a better reach of seeing the status of the infrastructure and what is happening in terms of road safety, the demand, and all of them. How can actually we can take the crowdsourced data, and how can actually we have the situational awareness about what is happening on the network overall. That's the first layer. And then the second layer actually is to enable the connectivity across the state along with the physical infrastructure. How can we develop this digital infrastructure in parallel with what is happening in the state right now, so that all this data comes to a central place like a Bharat Future City, which actually can act as a central brain, which actually can be a digital twin for the complete state, where it can actually keep evolving in terms of the models, optimizations, and forecasting, and then performance monitoring, measurement. So this can be opened for as an open service, open source, or actually any other service which can be accessible to both the public and then the private, which can enable innovation, and then lot of operational platforms that actually can be built over this to bring the efficiency and then improve the road safety among different agencies like adaptive traffic signal control system and road safety management system, to actually have the lesser response time in the golden hour, and then public transportation operationalization improvement. All these things can be easily enabled with a central mobility digital twin for the complete state with the government, enabling all the public and then private organizations. And then the last layer actually is to empower the end user service, and then having a multimodal integration, not just actually with the physical infrastructure, but also having a seamless mobility experience, not just for the people within the city, but actually also to the level of a person like residing in the village. How can we actually enable him and then connect with him with the digital connectivity, and then help him for the seamless mobility experience, not just actually them, the logistics also. So this is how I propose that we should actually have this 5-layer approach to have a very strong, efficient, sustainable, and safe infrastructure possible, which actually can support this 2047 vision of Telangana rising. And this is very much important, because if you have seen the outer ring road actually was formed like more than 10-12 years back, and then this has resulted definitely a very good economy for the complete, maybe for the state as well as for the city. But at the same time, it actually is taking away almost 60 deaths per year, 65 deaths per year. And how can we improve the safety or actually reduce this loss of lives while having the economy boost? I think that is more important. So that's what I wanted to propose on having a very strong digital backbone for the mobility for the state.